estimated most human beings only use 10% of their brain's capacity. Imagine if we could access 100%. Interesting things begin to happen.
Good afternoon and welcome along to BBC World News. A recent survey conducted by the Michael Fox Foundation has found that 65% of Americans still believe that humans only use 10% of their brain. To discuss this topic, I sat down with Professor Eugenius Frimpong. But first, let's take a look at the interviews conducted by senior correspondent Alyssa Tobias.
So how much of the brain do you think people use on a daily basis?
I will say 15%.
15%? Why?
It's coming to my brain right now.
Just something?
Yeah.
Just that number.
15.
15, that's the number. What if I told you people use more than 15%?
I'd be wrong.
Okay. Have you heard of the 15%? Wait, is it 10% rule or 15% rule? Yeah, no. But wait, why 15%? It's just that's just the number.
It was just a guess. It just came into my mind.
Well,
Free association.
have you heard of the 10% rule that humans only use 10% of their brain?
Yes, on the ads for the movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, what did you think of the movie? Do you think that was realistic? That she only started with 10% and went all the way to 100?
Well, I mean, I only saw the trailer,
Preview.
but I do think it's a little ridiculous that, you know, she could move buses with her mind, you know, like, because she uses more than 10% of her brain. And wasn't there one with Bradley Cooper, too, where he only used...
Oh, he like took the drug.
Yeah, he took the drug
Yeah.
with Robert De Niro. I forget the name of that movie, but that was another movie about that same. But I want to see the Lucy one. Luc Besson, good director, you know, directed, what's the one with the little girl? What's that movie? The French actor and the little girl. See, I can't remember. I'm not using all my brain right now. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, are you sure? Because you only
The
use
Professional,
15%?
that's the name of the movie. The Professional. Good movie.
See, but you got it, so do you really only use 10% of your brain? Do you think that really took 10% of your brain to do?
To remember?
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, these days, I think my brain is operating on less than 10% right now. But I'm getting old.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
How about yourself? Good. It's like they shot for you, isn't it? It's an inside joke, folks.
Okay, so have you heard of the 10% rule?
I have not.
Okay, so there's a theory that humans only use 10% of their brain
Okay.
on a daily basis. That all the functions that you go through and you think of is only occupying 10% of your brain. How does that sound to you?
I remember when I was a student, I remember it being 14%. I thought I heard 14%. So it seems like it's close. It seems like it's close.
So you personally believe that you, on a daily basis, can only use?
Well, I'm familiar with the terminology, but I'm not saying I believe in it. I also saw something else recently, which I found interesting, which said that we actually use 100% of our brain that we're supposed to use, that the other 90% or 86% is not synapse to dendrite, it's the cushion, it's the fluid, it's the other part of the brain that we're not supposed to be using anyways. So we actually work at full capacity with what we're supposed to work at. All the brain is thinking material. So I don't know if that's true. I'm not smart enough to know if that's true, but I found it interesting. It seemed like an interesting theory.
Well, I mean, you sound very well versed in the.
Barely well versed in anything.
But thank you for your time.
Is that all?
Pretty sure that's all.
I did not see the Scarlett Johansson movie, but I do like her.
Beautiful.
She's pretty.
Thank you, Alyssa. Now we have an interview with Professor Eugenius Frimpong from the University of Ghana. Thanks for being here, sir.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So, what is this misconception all about, and how did it come about?
You know, it started in the 1800s with Albert Einstein and writer William James, who said that we did not use all our mental and physical capabilities, and you know, it escalated from there because people took out of the context and said, "Oh, we did not use all. If we did not use all of these, then that means we should put a number to it. You know, as humans, we like to put numbers to things, and this is how it all started."
What is the impact of this myth on society and as humans?
You know, as a human race, this myth is really doing us bad because it actually sets a limit on our thinking and our abilities. You know, because if you have this notion that you only use 10% of your brain, then you're going to be limited in what you can do and how you think and how you view yourself. So, in a negative way, this myth has actually affected us very greatly.
How much of the brain do we actually use on a daily basis?
You know, on a daily basis, humans actually use 100% of their brain because,
Wow.
you know, because there is different tasks, you know, like localization of function, that is humans. There's certain brain areas that has specific tasks, and without these areas functioning, we cannot function properly. You know, like most of our thoughts unconsciously, it happens because of these brain areas. You know, if these brain areas were dead, also evolution would have got rid of it. You know, so in an evolutionary standpoint, we actually need all our brain parts, you know, to function properly. Also, you know, certain PET scans, which are kind of like MRI imaging. They actually did a study, you know, and they showed people who were sleeping, and what happened was these brain areas spiked at some point of the night, which means that there is brain activity in all parts of the brain.
Thank you very much for being here, Doctor.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Is this like level good? Like
This level of talking? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think it's loud enough.
I think you guys can talk a little bit louder.
Okay, so
Is this good?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is really good.
All right, this is perfect.
All right. So, are you gonna ask me what misconception means, or are you just gonna tell me how I feel about this?
Dude, you've been.
Are you the one gonna like explain the misconception?
You have to be louder.
I'm gonna
You,
have to be louder.
Yeah.
I don't think so because I think this is perfect.
Okay.
Yusuf, you're getting softer.
All right. I'll try to get louder.
Okay.
So anyway, the first thing I'm gonna ask you is that how do you feel about this?
Are you
Like
getting
this?
softer?
You're literally whispering now.
Okay. The first thing I'm gonna.
We said we do not use all our full capacities of our mental and physical. Wow, I just messed it up. Sorry.
Thank you, Alyssa. Now we have an interview with Professor Eugenius
Thank
Frimpong.
you. Listen, are you serious?
Good afternoon. Welcome along to BBC World News. A recent survey conducted by sorry?
Okay. I'm sorry, how many questions are you supposed to ask him? So how much of...
Alright, stop.
Okay.
Wow, I just it slipped. I
Guys,
swear to
stop.
God.